Today is day 58 of our 60-day discipline challenge, and for today we'll be doing a handstand yoga flow. So let me just walk y'all through what we're going to actually be doing today. We're going to be working on our core, working on our wrist, working on our arm strength, and our balance. So those are the main things we're going to be working on. We're going to do a bunch of exercises and warm-ups from all of those target areas. So when you guys are ready for that, go ahead and meet me on the mat in a laying down position, because we're going to start with our core before we work on our wrist and everything else. So if you guys are ready for some core work, you're ready for some core exercises, go ahead and meet me on the mats right now. All right. So basically, we're just gonna start off with laying down. That's our first step. So go ahead, make your way down to the ground. No rush here. Go ahead and lay your head flat against the mat. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out as you extend the legs up in the sky here. Go ahead and flex the feet. So you're kind of like in an L shape here. You have your legs extended up. Go ahead and take your arms. You can either set them down by your side, maybe even lay them over your chest, over your stomach, or maybe either extend them over your head. You know, it really doesn't matter. The arm placement right now, it really don't even matter. Me personally, I'm just gonna set my arms down by my side. And we're just gonna first start with taking a deep breath in. And as we exhale, we're going to lower down the right leg, still keeping the feet flexed here. Take a deep breath in, deep breath out as you switch legs. So the right leg goes up, left leg goes down. And we're just gonna keep that movement going, moving with our breath here. Exhaling as you switch the legs around. Inhaling as you lower the legs down. And we're gonna keep that going about 2 sets of 10, so that'll be 20 in all. So we're gonna start counting now. And one is when you lower down both legs. So after both legs get lowered down, you can count, that's one. So I'm going to the left, switching it out, going to the right. Once that right leg goes back up, that's two. And we're just moving with our breath here, guys. And we're not lowering the leg all the way down, that's three. It's just gonna hover about an inch or two above the mat. You're not really touching the ground with your legs here. That's four. Remember, guys, keep your feet flexed, because that's going to help to keep the legs engaged here. There goes five. And remember, we're moving with our breath. Inhaling as we lower the leg down, and exhaling as we switch the legs. Let's keep this going. Deep breath in. And a deep breath out. Notice how my leg is not touching the mat. It's just slightly hovering above the mat. Just a slight hover here. Deep breath in. Deep breath out as you switch the legs around. Once we lower down this right leg here, that will make 9. Let's do that one more time, and that will be our first set. And then we're going to do one more set of 10. And then we're going to move on to another core exercise. So this is our 10 right here. Boom, let's do that 10 more times. Deep breath in and out as you switch those legs. And the movements don't have to be fast. It's really just about control here. You just want to control the lower and control the lifts of your legs. It doesn't really have to be a fast movement here, guys. Just taking a deep breath in and a deep breath out. And sometimes I do forget to flex my feet, so if you end up not flexing them, it's all right. Just bring your awareness back into flexing the feet, keeping the legs engaged. I know sometimes I will forget to flex my feet, and I'll just end up lowering and lifting the legs without flexing. So just bring that awareness back into your mind if you forget every now and then. And y'all, it's kind of toasty. I hope my phone don't overheat, because my iPhone, it has a habit of overheating when it's sunny like this and cutting off mid-live. So if it does cut off mid-live, y'all, hey, just know it be like that. Just know it be like that. All right, we're gonna do this a couple more times. Deep breath in. Exhale as you switch the legs out. Inhale, lowering up the legs. Exhale, switching the legs. Deep breath in and out here. Let's do that 3 more times. Remember, keeping the feet flexed to keep the legs engaged. After this one, we're going to do it one more time. Exhale, lower the left leg down. Inhale, raise it back up. Exhale, lower the right leg down. Inhale, raise the right leg back up. And that was our set of 10. Take a deep breath with me. Keep the legs extended in the air. Deep breath in. Exhale as you tuck your knees into your chest, coming into an active rest here. Or passive rest, whatever you want to call it. This is really more of a passive rest. It's really not that active. Look, if we kept our legs in the air, that would have made it more of an active rest. This is more of a passive rest. So we're going to take a deep breath here. And a deep breath out. With our next deep breath in, go ahead and extend those legs back again. Flex those feet. Now this time, instead of lowering the legs one by one, like how we were doing before, we're actually going to lower them both down at the same time this time. So go ahead, flex the feet, engage your legs. Like I said, it doesn't matter really the arm placement. I'm just gonna set mine by my side. You don't have to do that, it really don't matter. We're gonna take a deep breath in. Exhale, lowering both legs down at the same time, hovering just an inch above the mat. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Pull those legs back up, coming into your L shape. Inhale with me. Exhale, lower the legs down. Remember, slow and controlled movements here. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Raise those legs back up. And I forgot to say how many we were doing, y'all. I was just starting to do it. I forgot to say how many we're actually going to do. We're going to do 2 sets of 10, 20 in all. We already did 2. So go ahead and lower down those legs. Hover it just an inch or 2 above the mat. Exhale, bring the legs back up. Now that is 3. Deep breath in. Exhale, lower the legs back down. Inhale here. Exhale, bring the feet and legs back up. That is 4. Let's keep that movement going. Move with your breath. Inhale. Exhale, lower down those legs. Inhale here. Exhale, raise the legs back up. That's 5. Deep breath in. Deep breath out as you lower the legs back down, keeping the feet flexed so your legs are engaged. Inhale with me. Exhale, raise the legs back up. That's 6. And you guys don't have to go as slow as I'm going. If you guys actually want to speed it up, you can. But if you are going to speed up your movements, please make them controlled. You don't want your movements to be all erratic. You want to move with your breath. Control the lift of your legs. And control the lower of your legs as well. Lower with control. Lift with control. Deep breath in. Exhale, lower down those legs. Inhale here. Exhale, pick those legs back up. Inhale. Exhale, lower them down. Inhale here. Exhale, raise them back up. 2 more times, and then we're going to do another set of 10, guys. 2 more times. Moving with the breath. Last time here. Now let's do it 10 more times. 1 more set of 10, guys. Let's make it count. Lower with control. Lift with control. That's 1. 9 more to go. Lower with control. Lift with control. That's 2. That's 3. 4. Remember, guys, move with the breath. That's 5. 6. 7. 3 more to go. 8. Last 2. Last 1. And let's do 1 more, just 1 extra one. Release by pulling those knees back into your chest. Passive rest here, passive rest. Deep breath in and a deep breath out here. 2 more breaths here. Inhale with me and exhale it out. Last breath here. And as you exhale, go ahead and release. Well, not release. My bad, y'all. My bad, y'all. Go ahead and extend your arms over your head just like so. So you're stretching your arms overhead. Deep breath in. And a deep breath out as you pull your knees, upper thighs as close to your lower belly as you possibly can. Tuck in as much as you possibly can here. Deep breath in. And a deep breath out as you lift your upper back, lift your neck and head, reach your arms up to grab your toes. Deep breath in. Then deep breath out as you release your arms, lower down your head and neck, extending the hands back above the head. So that's basically what we're doing. Just a little crunch here. 2 sets of 10 as well. So if you guys are ready, let's go ahead and continue that. Deep breath in. Exhale, lift up and crunch. Tap those toes. Deep breath in. Exhale and release. Let's keep this going. Move with the breath. 1, 2. That's 3. 4. That's 5. 6. That's 7. 8. 2 more to go. That's 9. And 10. 10 more. 1 more set of 10. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Reach up and tuck. And release. That's 1. Move with the breath. 2. That's 3. 4. 5. 6. 4 more to go. That's 7. 8. 9. Last one. This time, hold it in your crunch. Hold on to your toes for this last one. We're going to hold it for 5 breaths. Inhale with me. Exhale it out. 4 more breaths. Keep that tug. Hold on. Last 2 breaths here. Last breath here. Exhale and release. Lower your neck, lower your head. Extend those arms over your head here. Keep those legs tucked in. Deep breath here. And a deep breath out. 1 more breath here in our passive rest. 1 more breath. Inhale with me. And as you exhale, lift your neck, lift your head, your upper back. As you reach your arms, toes, your toes, hold that tuck for a deep breath in. Deep breath out. 1 more breath here, holding that tuck. And as you exhale, extend your legs, extend the arms coming into a boat pose. Deep breath here. Exhale as you come into your tuck. Inhale here. Exhale, extend the legs, extend the arms coming into boat. Deep breath in. Exhale, hug it in. Hug those knees in. We're going to do that 2 more times, guys. Inhale with me. Exhale, extend the legs, extend the arms, coming into boat. Deep breath in. Exhale, hug it in tight, hug it in tight. One last time, deep breath with me. Exhale, extend the legs, extend the arms, coming into boat. Hold it for a deep breath in. Deep breath out. One more breath. Exhale, tuck it in. Lower your neck, lower your head, relax your upper back here. Keep those legs tucked in for a deep breath in. Deep breath out as you cross your ankles just like so. Start to rock your body back and forth. Keep on rocking until you build enough momentum to come up into your boat just like this. Once in your boat, go ahead and extend your arms out like so. Keep your legs kind of in this bent, kind of 90-degree angle-ish. We're not going to extend them fully just yet. I'm just going to take a deep breath here. And a deep breath out. Inhale with me. And exhale it out. One more breath here. And as you exhale, extend the legs, extend those legs. Keep the arms out in front of you just like so. Whew. Keep the core engaged. I know it's a bit tough here. Deep breath in. And a deep breath out. One more breath here. As you exhale, slowly lower those legs down with control. Come into a seated position. Deep breath here. And a deep breath out as you spin your legs around, coming into a tabletop. So go ahead and meet me there. I'm sorry, y'all. That bee was in my face. I had to back up real quick. I was like, let me back up. Let me back up real quick. Let's go back into tabletop now. Alrighty, so we did our core. Our core is very much warmed up now. Now we can move on to our wrist prep. Both are mainly important when doing handstands. So meet me in tabletop so we can prep our wrist. Once there, remember we're having our wrists stacked under our shoulders, knees stacked under our hips, knees also hip distance apart. We're gonna take a deep breath here. And a deep breath out as you start to rock your body forward and backward. Making sure that you rock over the wrist. Putting a little stretch there. And exhale as you send those hips back towards your heels. You're gonna keep this seesaw motion going. Deep breath in. And a deep breath out. Inhale as you rock forward, rocking the shoulders over the wrist. And exhale as you send those hips back towards your heels. Two more times here. Deep breath in, rock over the wrist. Pushing the ground away. And as you exhale, send those hips towards your heels. One more breath here. Inhale, rock over the wrist. This time, hold it in extension for 2 breaths. Deep breath in. And a deep breath out. One more breath here. And as you exhale, send those hips back. Send them back nice and slow. Come to sit on your heels. Deep breath in. And a deep breath out as you walk your hands close to your knees, just like so. Now for our next wrist exercise, this might be a bit intense for some, but it's definitely okay. We're gonna flip our hands. We're gonna take the tops of our hands, this part of your hand right here, and you're going to lay that on the mat. So the palm of your hand is going to face towards the sky. So go ahead, lay the tops of your hands flat on the mat, just like so, right in front of your knees. Look, if this is too intense for your wrist, this is like way too much for you, go ahead and bend your elbows. To decrease the intensity, bend the elbows to make it more accessible for you. This will make the stretch less intense in the wrist. But if it's not enough, you want something deeper, you want something better, go ahead and shift your weight back. Now this will intensify this stretch here, and you're definitely gonna feel it in your wrist. You're gonna feel it all right here and maybe a little bit up here. We're just gonna keep your fingertips spread wide, press your nail beds into the mat, and we're gonna take a deep breath in and a deep breath out here. 2 more breaths. Inhale with me and exhale it out. Last breath here. To release out of this, you're just going to shift your weight back as you peel your hands slowly off the mat. Slowly peel them up, and you're just going to shake them out. Give them a good shake. Deep breath with me. And a deep breath out as we continue to shake our hands off like you're flicking water off the wrist. Just shake, shake, shake it out. One more breath here. And as you exhale, let me wipe the sweat off my eyes real quick, y'all. Jeez. Anyway, as you exhale, we're going to clasp a hands, well, clasp a hold it to your hands just like so. And you're going to roll out your wrist. Deep breath in. And a deep breath out as you continue to roll out the wrist. One more breath here. And as you exhale, release, shake it out for a good time. One more time here. Exhale and release. Place your hands back on the mat. Walk them out back into your tabletop. Hold up, y'all. It's an acorn right here. I knew I kept feeling that acorn on me. I gotta move all the hard objects off under my mat real quick. I'm tired of like my hand and feet pressing on them, like that crap hurt. So let me just move these out the way real quick, y'all, real quick. All right, much better, much better. I swear that, hold up. Man, I swear these acorns be for real. All right, now that is much better. Now that we are back in our tabletop, we're gonna take another deep breath in. And a deep breath out as you tuck your toes, pick up your hips, shift back into downward dog. Start to paddle out those legs here in your downward dog. Taking a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Maybe introduce some hip movements into this as well. Turning your gaze from left to right. Acorns, man, falling on me and everything. Deep breath in and a deep breath out. Continue to paddle out those legs, turning your gaze from left to right. Inhaling here and exhaling it out. Last breath here. And as you exhale, find stillness in your downward dog, getting a deep stretch down the backs of your legs. Inhale with me. And exhale it out. One more deep breath here. And exhale into your stillness. Now you guys can stay in downward dog. I'm actually going to get up and to check if my phone is still on or to see if it overheated. You guys can stay in downward dog. I'm gonna get up and check on my phone because like I got iPhone, y'all. Sometimes it will overheat. So let me check. All right. It's not overheated. It's still good. And I see we got one comment. I_ZQW got, I can even see that emoji. I can't even see that shit. I think that's like the pig nose emoji. Like, I don't know what that is. I don't know what you're trying to say, to be honest with that. But you can clarify if you want to. If not, I really don't care. Let's just get back on the mat. We're going to go back into our downward dog. Now that I see that my is not overheated and that we're still going, it hasn't turned off, the live is still going. Let's get back into our downward dog. Alrighty. Now, like I was saying, let's continue where we left off. We're going to take a deep breath here and a deep breath out. With our next deep breath in, I want you to raise your gaze. I want you to look in between your thumbs here. Inhale as you pick up your heels, shifting forward into your high plank. Deep breath here. And as you exhale, go ahead and bend the knees. Push your weight back, coming into a crouching position. Deep breath here. Exhale, extend the legs, coming back into downward dog. This is our first handstand warm up of the day, y'all. We're just practicing our crouching because we need to crouch because we're going to be practicing our jumping. So deep breath in, raise the gaze, pick up the heels, shift forward. Exhale, bend the knees, push back. Deep breath in. Exhale, extend, downward dog. Couple more times to go. Move along with the breath here, guys. Let's do that 2 more times. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Last time here. Back into downward dog. Stay in downward dog for 1 more deep breath in. And a deep breath out. So we're basically going to repeat those same steps, but this time we're actually going to add in a little hop, a little jump. So just follow along. Deep breath in, raise your gaze, pick up your heels, shift forward. Exhale, bend the knees, shift back. Stay shifted back. Do not extend your legs. Stay in this crouch here. You're going to take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, you're going to practice extending the legs like so. Bend the knees, crouch back. Deep breath in. Exhale, extend the legs coming back into high plank. Let's repeat that a couple more times. Bend the legs. Shift back into your crouch. Use that power to shift forward. Couple more times to go. Use that power, shift forward. One more time here. Use that power and shift forward. Let's go back into our downward dog now. Inhale with me. And exhale it out. This time, we actually are going to jump. That was us practicing and strengthening the upper legs. This time, we actually are going to jump. So deep breath in, raise the gaze, pick up the heels, shift forward. Exhale, bend the knees, shift back. This time, like we did before, like how you were extending your legs this time, you're actually going to jump. Extend, jump into your forward fold. Deep breath here and forward fold. And a deep breath out here. I know doing all those jumps, your breath might be a little out of it, so just take some time to recover here. You always want to start your practice at a space of readiness. You don't want to really be out of breath where you're trying to do all your jumps and all that. So just take some time here, catch your breath, slow down your heart rate. When you guys are feeling ready, you can step back to downward dog. So let's take another deep breath in. Alrighty, I'm definitely ready now, so I'm going to place my hands back on the mat. I'm going to step back into downward dog. I'm going to readjust here. Alright, now that I'm readjusted, we're going to repeat those steps. So I'm going to take a deep breath in. I'm going to raise my gaze. I'm going to look in between my thumbs, pick up my heels as I shift forward. As I exhale, I'm going to bend my knees and shift back into my crouch. Deep breath in. Exhale as I jump forward into my forward fold. Hang out here. Regulate your breath here. If you want, you can even come into ragdoll. Stay as long as you need, stay as long as you want. And when you are ready, place your hands back on the mat. Step it back to downward dog. Deep breath here. Remember, start at a place of readiness. When you guys are ready, raise your gaze. Inhale, pick up your heels, shift forward. Exhale, bend the knees, shift back. When you're ready, jump forward into your forward fold. Hang out here. Rock it out here. Steady your breath out here. When you're ready, step it back. We're going to do that 2 more times. Step it back to downward dog. We're going to do that 2 more times. Deep breath in as you raise your gaze. Pick up your heels. Shift forward. Exhale as you bend the knees. Shift back. When you're ready, jump forward into your forward fold, just like so. Hang it out here. Rock it out here. Feeling ready? Place your hands back, step it back, last time. This is going to be our last jump before we move on to our next warm-up. So deep breath in, raise the gaze. Pick up the heels, shift forward. Exhale, bend the knees, shift back. When you're feeling ready, feeling secure, leap forward, forward fold, hang it out. Rock it out. Deep breath in. Deep breath out here, rocking it out. One last breath here. And as you exhale, place your hands back down on the mat. Step it back to downward dog. This time, bend your knees, coming into tabletop, and then shift your hips back to sit on your heels. We're going to take a little rest. We're going to take a little break here. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. We want to start at a place of readiness for our next warm-up. We're going to be doing a 3-legged jump for our next warm-up, so that's why we're settling down and getting our breath ready for that. So let's take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. One more breath here in our little rest. One more breath in our little rest. Now as you exhale, you can walk yourself back out into tabletop. We're going to shift back into our downward dog. Because for our next warm-up exercise, we're going to be doing a 3-legged dog jump. And I know some of y'all might be saying, we're gonna jump in 3-legged dog. Yes, because this is gonna help you with your handstands. Let's take a deep breath in. Deep breath out, tuck the toes, pick up those hips, shift back, downward dog. Go ahead, settle and shift here. Take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. With your next inhale, you're gonna bend your knees. You're gonna exhale, you're gonna kick your right leg up, coming into three-legged dog. Deep breath here. And as you exhale, you're gonna pull that right knee to your nose. Take another deep breath in. And as you exhale, you're going to extend the leg back into three-legged dog. Inhale as you shift your gaze to in between your thumbs here. Exhale as you bend that left knee. When you're ready, when you're secure, you're going to jump up. Just like so. Still in our three-legged dog. Deep breath in. Exhale, bend the left knee. When you're ready, jump back. And boom, lower the right leg down. And that's basically our warm-up. We're gonna do that a couple more times. Paddle out if you need to. Deep breath in, bend the knees. Exhale, right leg goes up. Inhale, right knee to our nose. Exhale, kick it back up. Deep breath in. Exhale, bend the left knee. Center your gaze, jump forward. Keep the right leg lifted. Deep breath in. Exhale, bend the left knee and jump back. Lower down the right leg, paddle it out. Paddle out. We're gonna do that two more times, guys. Find stillness. When you're ready, deep breath in, bend the knees. Exhale, right leg goes up. Inhale here. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, three-legged. Exhale, bend and jump. Deep breath in. Exhale, bend and jump. Lower down the right leg, paddle it out. We're gonna do that one time before we switch to the left side. Go ahead and find stillness here. Inhale, bend those knees. Exhale, kick the right leg up. Inhale, knee to nose. Exhale, three-legged. Inhale here. Exhale, bend the left knee, center your gaze, jump up. Stay in your three-legged, deep breath in. Exhale, bend the knee, jump back. Lower the right leg down, paddle it out. If you need to take a break, lower down your knees. Come into a seated rest position, or if you want, you can either rest in child's pose like this. Me, personally, I'm gonna opt to stay in child's pose. I need to regain my breath after all that. So I'm gonna take a deep breath in and a deep breath out here. I'm gonna take 1 to 2 more breaths here. Alrighty. Y'all, I need some water, man. I need some water. It's hot as heck out here. I'm burning up. I need some freaking water. No cap. Whew, 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 whew. My goodness. All right, I'm ready to continue now. I just had to wipe all that sweat off, and I had to take a breather. No, I should have brought me a cup of water out here. I should have brought me a bottle of water out here. I did not do that. Y'all, don't do what I do. Don't be outside in the heat, working out in the heat, and don't bring water out. Don't do that. Recipe for disaster. Recipe for disaster. But anyway, we're going to continue. I'm going to go back into my downward dog. And now we're just going to repeat that on the left side. So we're going to do our three-legged jumps on the left side. Bear with me, y'all. This is not my strong side. If I fall, don't laugh, y'all. I will fall. Don't laugh. This is not my strong side, okay? I'm not as strong on this side. I'm not as balanced on this side. This is my weak side, but it's all good. Deep breath in as I bend my knees. Exhale as I kick my left leg up. Inhale, knee to nose. Exhale, left leg goes back up. Whew, I'm so glad I didn't fall, y'all. When I tell y'all I felt like I was gonna fall. All right, let me bend my knee and jump back. Let me paddle out those legs. Whew, 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 whew. All right, let's do that a couple more times. All right, inhale as I bend my knees. Exhale, kick my left leg up. Inhale, knee to nose. Exhale, kick it back up. bend my right knee, jump forward. Whew. Inhale here, bend the right knee, jump back. All right, let's cuddle that out. 2 more times here. Whew, 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 whew. Deep breath in, bend those knees. Exhale, left leg goes up. Inhale, knee to nose. Exhale, back up. Deep breath in. Exhale and jump. Whew. Deep breath here. Exhale, bend that knee, jump back. Paddle it out. Paddle it out. Whew, whew, whew. One last time here. Deep breath in the knees. Exhale, left leg goes up. Inhale, knee to nose. Exhale, goes back up. Bend the right leg. Jump forward. Whew. Deep breath in. Bend the right leg. Jump back. Lower it down. Paddle it out. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Let's go back into our rest. Whew, I need to rest that out. I need to take a deep breath here. I'm gonna go into child pose, y'all. I need to rest. I need a little passive rest here. One more breath here. Alrighty. Let's shift back into tabletop. Taking another deep breath in. And a deep breath out. Y'all stay right here. I actually do need some water. Like, I was sitting here like, I actually do need some water real quick. All right, y'all stay right here. I'm gonna go and get me some water. Like, I can't no more. I cannot no more. Woo. I'm burning up. All right, I'm back, y'all. Y'all, I'm not being dramatic, y'all. Look, bro, I'm literally, bro. When I tell y'all, I'm literally losing all my liquids right now. I'm literally like sweating, like a lot. Like, you see, like a lot, man. I'm like, damn. All right. Let's get back on the mat. Let me take my shoes off real quick. Now we're gonna continue where we left off, y'all. I'm laughing right now because I'm laughing to combat the heat. Laughing is making me feel better right now. Cause I swear it's hot as heck, man. It's too hot right now. Anyway, we're gonna go back into our tabletop just like so. Take a deep breath here. And as you exhale, touch your toes, pick up your knees, shift back, downward dog. Now this time is going to be a bit more advanced. We're actually going to practice kicking up into our handstand now. We're actually going to practice kicking up now. Before we do that, before we practice kicking up into our handstand, I need y'all to know how to cartwheel out, okay? When you're in your handstand, you're feeling unstable, you're feeling like you're finna fall, you need to learn how to fall safely. This is how you fall safely. You gotta know how to cartwheel. That's how you fall safely. When you're in your handstand, I'm gonna give y'all an example right now. I'm actually gonna pull my mat back a little. I'm gonna move my shoes out the way. I'm gonna pull this back a little bit. All right, now I'm gonna actually give y'all the example I was talking about. Say like I'm gonna go into the handstand. I'm gonna go into it. I feel unstable, I cartwheel out. Boom, boom, boom. Let's practice that again. You're going into your handstand. You feel unstable. You feel like you're finna fall. How do you fall? You cartwheel out to the side. Let's try that again. We're going into our handstand. I feel unstable. I cartwheel out to the side. We're gonna do that one last time. Just so you guys can know how to fall out safely. We're gonna do that one last time. We're going into the handstand. I feel unstable. I cartwheel out to the side. Boom, y'all get it? Y'all got it? Let's actually do it now. Now that y'all know to cartwheel out to the side when you feel unstable, let's go back into our downward dog so we can actually practice kicking up into the handstand. Tuck your toes, shift back, downward dog. Deep breath here. And a deep breath out, man. These acorns gonna be the death of me. Better, way better, way. And it ain't better. Hold up, y'all. Hold up, y'all. These acorns, man. My hand be hurting stepping on these. I swear it do. Alrighty. Now we can go back into our downward dog, and I can teach you how to kick up into y'all handstands. Alrighty. Now from here, we're gonna do it in our three-legged dog method. Now what do I mean by that? So we're taking a deep breath in, bending the knees, we're kicking our right leg up. We're pulling up into our chest, shifting our weight forward. You see how my shoulders are slightly extended over the wrist? Deep breath in, kicking back up like this. We're going to handstand like that, and you're gonna lower back down. I get sometimes it can be hard to stay up, and that's why we're just practicing kicking up. Don't worry about right now, we're just practicing kicking up right now. So if you're falling out, that is okay. We're just practicing our kick ups. So bend your knees, three-legged dog, knee to nose, back into three-legged, kick up. And y'all saw how I kicked out? I felt unstable and I kicked out. Let's try that again. I'm gonna go back into my downward dog. Take a deep breath in, deep breath out here. Get steady, get centered. I'm going into three-legged. Knee to nose. Back to three-legged. Kicking up. And I put back down. Let's try that again. Three-legged. Shift forward. Back to three-legged. Kick up. Back down. Let's try it again. Bend the knees. Three-legged. Knee to nose. Back to three-legged. Kick it up. Kicking back down. Whew. I need to drink some more water. Let me go get another sip of water. Whew. I needed that. Y'all, tell me why my camera just... Tell me why. I don't know why. I don't know why the camera did that, y'all. I really don't. Boom. I don't know why I did that. Alrighty, y'all. So we're going to try that again. Yo, I swear on my life. This camera go down one more time. Boom, 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 boom. Alrighty. Hopefully it stay up. Now I got to move my mat back a little. Alrighty, so we're basically just going to try that again. So I'm going to go back into my tabletop. This time I'm actually not going to talk because I concentrate better when I'm not talking. I'm not going to lie. Like sometimes when I'm talking out through it, I do not concentrate as well. So I'm just going to actually I'm going to shut up and hone in, basically. I'm going to hone in. So anyway. I'm basically going to do the same steps we were doing. I'm just not going to talk through it. Just going to do the same exact things we were doing. See? Boom, 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 boom. I'm gonna do that again. Back into my downward dog. Bending my knees. Three-legged. Knee to nose. Three-legged. Kick it up. Back down. Woo, 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 woo. Woo. Let me fix my mat. All right, we're gonna do that one more time, y'all. We're gonna do that one more time. Let me go back into tabletop. I'm not finna talk through it. Just follow along, because I'm not finna talk through it, y'all. I'm finna hone in. Y'all see that? Y'all see that? Hey, y'all see that? I told y'all I do it way better when I don't talk. Like, talking distracts me. It really do distract me. Y'all, I'll tell y'all, it's so hot. Like, I'm barely even stepping on my mat right now. That's because the sun is really heating up my mat. I'm really actually finna roll it up, because dang, like, when I tell y'all it's hot to the touch, my mat is like hot to the touch. When I put my hand on it, that thing is hot. I'm walking on it, that thing is hot. Like, this mat is hot as heck. So I'm gonna roll it up, because I cannot no more, y'all. I cannot step on this no more. And I tell y'all, there's no clouds in the sky. The sun is beaming like super hard right now. Even my plants in my garden, they looking a little sad right now. They're looking like the sun is cooking them up. They're getting cooked. All right, yeah, so I'm gonna set my mat to the side, because I literally cannot keep stepping on it. It legit burns. All right. So we basically continue our handstand practice. I'm just not gonna be on the mat. We're just gonna do it on the grass. Alrighty. So let's go back into our tabletop. Back into downward dog. Hey, y'all see that? Y'all see that? Y'all see that? Period. Period. All right, let's do that one more time. For real. Let's do that one last time. Whew, I gotta bend my shorts down. And wipe the sweat from my forehead, man. It keep going in my eye. All right, let's actually do that one last time. Then we're gonna do our cool downs. Let's do that one last time, one more time. Let's go back into tabletop. And this time I am gonna talk through it. I am gonna walk y'all through it one more time. I'm gonna talk through it one more time, y'all, one more time. Whew. As soon as I move these acorns out my way, so I can place my hand down. All right. So we're in our tabletop. Our fingertips are spread wide, and we're clawing the ground. We're gripping the ground. Our hand is not flat, because if your hand is flat, you're gonna have a hard time controlling your handstand. You're gonna have a hard time having your wrists in, be mobile. Because when you're in your handstand, you're micro adjusting with your fingers and stuff. So they need to be like clawing, not flat like this. They need to be like clawing. Alrighty. From there, we're going into our downward dog. We're taking a deep breath here and a deep breath out, just getting used to this position. Y'all, man, this ground is spiky right here. All right, boom, that's a lot better. Anyway, like I was saying, from here, you're bending your knees, kicking one leg up, coming into three-legged dog. From here, you're pulling that knee into your chest, and you're actually shifting your shoulders over the wrist. From there, you're kicking that leg back up. Hold up. I know y'all wonder why I just moved that quick. That was because it was a brown recluse right there. I had to move my hand so quick. It was literally finna crawl over my hand, so I snatched my hand back so quick, y'all. So quick. Look, if y'all are familiar with brown recluses, that is not the spider you want to mess with, all right? That is not the spider you want to play with. So yeah, I really stepped out the way real quick. real quick. Step out the way. Alrighty, I don't see it no more. I think it's walking on, moving on. Things be fast. I think it done moved on. Alright, so now I'm gonna put my hand back on the ground. Yeah, I just cannot risk that, man. I cannot get risk getting bit by a brown recluse. Like, I cannot risk that, man. I am not trying to deal with that today. That's not a pleasant thing. Alrighty. Now that the spider is out the way, now that I'm back on the ground, let's go back into our downward dog. Whew. And then repeat those steps all over again. So here we are, three-legged. Knee to nose. Shifting forward. Back into three-legged. Kicking up. Back down. Whew. Man, it's hot, man. Man, it's hot. Whew, 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 whew. I'm actually gonna do that one more time for real. I know I keep saying one more time. I know I keep saying that. But this time I mean it, because I feel like we got ended off on a high note. I feel like that wasn't the way to end it off. So I'm gonna try again. End it off on a high note, y'all. I may or may not talk through this one. I may just do it. Whew. Alright. I know, I'm really just adjusting, y'all. I'm trying to find somewhere on the ground where my hands feel comfortable. Alright. My hand was pressing to get something real hard. Like, y'all can really see the print of it in my hand. Y'all see that red part? That was a fucking acorn in my hand. Like, y'all see that? That thing kind of hurt it. No cap, that thing kind of hurt it. Whew, whew, whew. I gotta wipe that off. Like, you can really clearly, visibly see the print in my hand. Like, that thing hurt it. Y'all see that? Y'all see that red mark? The thing freaking hurt it, man. Alrighty, y'all. Let me wipe the sweat off one more time. Alright, that's basically it. That's basically how you do it, y'all. That's like basically it. We did our core warms up. We did our wrist work. We did our arm work. We did our drills. We did our warm-ups. And we got a little bit of air time. So that's basically it. We're now going to do some cool down. So I actually am going to roll back out my mat, because I don't want to lay directly on the grass, to be honest. So I'm going to roll this back out. And for our cool downs, we're not doing nothing too crazy, to be honest with y'all. We're really just going to lay down. So go ahead, get on your mat or grass, wherever you are, and we're just going to lay down for our cool downs. We're just going to lay down with our knees tucked into our chest, just like so. Where I'm just going to like steady my breathing here, because like my breathing is kind of erratic, to be honest. Like my heartbeat is going, like that's my heart rate right now. So I need to relax. I need to cool down. I need to take a breather. And guys, it is optional. You do not have to keep your knees tucked into your chest like this. If you want, you can actually just place your feet on the mat and just stay like this. Or you can either just like lay all the way down in like Shavasana. You just lay all the way down. Just like this. Full resting position, just lay all the way down. But right now, I just feel like having my legs tucked into my chest, because I feel like that's like just a lot more comforting to me right now, personally. So I'm gonna take a deep breath in. And y'all, my face is getting cooked. Like the sun is like beaming down on me, like beaming down on my face right now. Like my forehead and my nose feel like super warm. They feel like super warm. My cheeks too, they feel like super warm. Definitely getting like cooked out here, but it's all good. You know, everybody need a little sun time every now and then. Everybody need at least 10 minutes in the sun every day, period. Get your vitamins in. 10 minutes in the sun never hurt nobody. So let's take another deep breath in and a deep breath out here. And like I said, y'all, optional. You don't have to have your legs tucked into your chest like this. That is optional. Do whatever position your body wants to rest and recover in. If you want to stay in fully resting, you want to stay in Shavasana, stay there. You want to have your knees up and your feet flat on the ground, stay there. You want to hug your legs into your chest, whatever. Like, it really don't even matter. We're just going to take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. We're going to stay for a couple more breaths in whatever position you chose to do. We're just going to stay a couple more breaths there. Really taking the time to regulate our breathing, regulate our heart rate, to bring things back into a state of calmness, all right? Let's just take our time to bring our breathing back into a state of calmness. I know doing them jumps, them lifts, the handstands, doing all that, definitely get your heart rate up, definitely get your blood pumping for sure, for sure. We're gonna take one more breath here in whatever resting position you chose to do. Just one more breath there. With our next deep breath in, we're just going to thank ourselves for this practice today. Let's thank our bodies, let's thank our minds, thank our spirits. Let's just be grateful for the space we in right now. Bring that into your space. Bring that energy into your space right now. Bring some gratitude. Bring some gratefulness into your mind, period. Find something, anything and everything to be grateful about. Like, it could be a physical thing, it could be a mental thing, like whatever. It can be literally anything. Just bring something to be grateful and thankful about into your space, so you can attract that type of energy around you. You know, if you're grateful and thankful, you're always going to receive more to be grateful and thankful about. You heard that here, period. You probably heard it elsewhere. Like, I'm pretty sure I heard, like, at least a lot of people say this. No cap. Because it's true. It's really true, though. It's for real. Like, you could put this to a test right now. Put this to a test right now. I swear, you can literally test this out right now. For 30 days. For 30 straight days. Well, do a 2-month test. Do a 2-month test. For the first 30 days, be in some ungrateful energy. For the full 30 days, and see. That's really not a good test, because your life really going to be looking like, what the fuck happened? You was in that energy. All right, and then the next 30 days, for the next month, be in some grateful energy. Be in some thankful, grateful energy for all of them 30 days. And see how much you receive to be thankful about. Just literally look. Literally write it down. Do a test. Like, literally do a test. And you'll see. It's real. It's for real, for real. It's really real. But anyway, you know, I'm talking a lot. I'm really talking a lot, and I'm really getting cooked out here. I'm finna wrap this up, because I'm really finna go in the house. Like, I've been out here too long. I think something bit my freaking ankle. No cap. So it's kind of itchy right here. I know something bit me. I feel it. So yeah, we're finna leave. Let's just know that we're finna leave. So let's take one more deep breath in. And for those of you guys who are in your fully resting position, go ahead and start to hug those legs into your chest. Go ahead and hug them in. Deep breath with me. And as you exhale, start to rock from side to side, giving yourself a little momentum here. Rocking from side to side. Deep breath in. And a deep breath out as you rock all the way over to one side. Rock all the way over, fully over. Use your hands to push the ground away, coming into a seated position. Alrighty, now I get to see what actually bit me. I know something did. Jeez. Alright, it'll be whatever. It's all good. It's whatever. Anyway, let's go back into our seated position. Let's take one more breath here. So deep breath with me. And a deep breath out here. One last breath, for real. One last breath. And let's exhale and release. Alrighty, y'all, and that was our practice. That was our handstand practice. We did our warm-ups, we did our drills, and we got a little bit of air time. So I feel accomplished today. I feel like we got it done. We did that. So thank y'all for watching. Thank y'all for that one comment. Thank you for that one comment. Thank y'all for liking. I appreciate y'all. And I will catch y'all later for day 59 of our 60-day discipline challenge. What are we doing on day 59? I don't know. I usually just go with the flow. I usually just go with the vibe of the day. So we will see what I'm feeling that day. We will see. But anyway, let me roll up my mat. Alrighty. And I don't see any new comments, so yes, I will catch y'all later. Peace and love. I'm finna go drink some water. I'm finna go probably eat something. You know, I haven't ate anything today. It's like finna be 2 o'clock. I've been up since like 6, 5 o'clock. And I have not eaten yet, y'all. So I'm finna actually go and eat something. Like, don't follow my example. Don't do what I do. I'm not leading by a good example, so don't do what I do. Actually feed yourselves. Don't go all day without eating and drinking water. It's not good for y'all. Believe that. It's not good for y'all. But anyway, I will catch y'all later. Peace and love. I'm finna go eat. Finally.